How's it going, guys? My name is Zephyr and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And as you saw in the title and in the thumbnail, today we're going to be going over the brand new Invitero Coquette D10, also known as the 2020 Chevy Corvette C8. Let's waste no more time and get right into today's video. First things first is where to buy it and how much is it. The Coquette D10 is on Legendary Motorsports and costs you $1.5 million. If you ask me, it is well worth it, and you will see why later in this video. Alright, so now that we're in LSC, let's go ahead and customize it. Go ahead and put on standard issued armor, brakes. Alright, now on to bumpers. So there are a few different bumper options as you see here. Some of them look pretty good, some of them are a little out there. A car like this does not need that much carbon fiber splitters and stuff like that on the front. Talking to a car guy like me, I don't like that stuff at all. It looks pretty rice, especially on a car like this, so we're just gonna go with something clean and just have the front little racing splitter like this. Moving on to the rear bumper, it's kind of the same sort of thing. Having big canards and stuff like that and a big diffuser on the back of the car, to me, just doesn't look that good. If that's the style that you guys like and you think's cool, go ahead and slap it on there, but for today, we're going to go ahead and put on the tuner diffuser. Go ahead and put on the engine upgrades. You're definitely going to want to put engine upgrades on this thing. This is one of the new fastest cars in the game. Alright, so exhaust has a few different upgrades to it that are actually pretty interesting. You have this sport one here that I actually thought looked pretty fancy when I first upgraded this car, showing that you can't really see it because the car is on, but when it's off, like, you see like the little blue tips on the inside, and I think it looks pretty cool. You got the carbon sport diffuser, which is basically the same thing, just made out of carbon. The racing diffuser actually moves it to be in the middle exhaust exit, which is pretty different. To me, it doesn't look that good. I don't really like standard middle exit exhausts like that. And then moving down to the performance diffuser exhaust, puts the exhaust over here on the sides. But for this video, we're gonna go ahead and just put on the sport diffuser exhaust. Moving up to grills on the front, lets you just add a little bit more carbon fiber to the front of the car like this, but I'm going to go ahead and put on the secondary color right here just to have a little contrast when we get to the color section. Alright, so now for liveries, we'll go ahead and slide through these real quick. There are 11 livery options for you, and that's why I made the car white, so you could try to see as many as possible. So you got a single black stripe, you got a single white stripe that you're not able to see, a twin black stripe, twin white stripe. I think the twin black stripe honestly looks pretty cool. You got the Invitero racing stripes. This one actually looks really cool. It puts the car company logo on the bottom and a nice cool stripe on top. You have the same thing but in yellow. I feel like some people would be actually able to make really cool car customization with this one here with the yellow stripes. We got Patriot Beer to go ahead and celebrate all the rednecks right here. We got this one here that looks like somebody just puts paint splatter all over it. Some people might put this, not really my style. Got the racing camo here. I've seen a few cars in real life that have these camos on them. Not really my style, but if it's what you're up to, go ahead and put it on. And then the last one is called the Pegassi Hunter. It makes it kind of look like the FH1 Hunter, the Apache helicopter in this game. It has a livery just like this, but the little innuendo thing for it is that it says Pegassi Hunter, meaning that it is hunting those Lamborghinis that it will pass and destroy. But for this video, I'm going to go ahead and put on the black Invitero stripes. Alright, moving on over to Respray, you have 3 different colors. You got your primary, secondary, and trim color. I'm going to go ahead and put on my personal favorite color that I make in GT Online, which is a shafter purple, just like this. Scroll on down and slap on an ice white pearlescent. Moving to secondary color, just going to keep it black. And then moving down to the trim color, lets you customize the interior. It has the accents on the seat and what color you like the doors. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this one stock black. And we'll go ahead and just slap the crew emblem on the side because you gotta represent. Alright, for roof options, it's pretty simple. You can take off the roof. It's not a convertible, but you can take off the roof. You can do a secondary roof. I might actually put this one on, and then a carbon fiber roof. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the secondary roof. Alright, moving on to roof scoops. Something that is actually might help this vehicle in a way, because it allowed more air to get to the engine, because the engine in this car is in the back, the first ever Corvette to be a mid-engine Corvette. So definitely a very interesting build. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the secondary tuner diffuser. Alright, moving over to skirts, you have a few extra skirt options down here to either have secondary, your primary, or carbon fiber. I'm going to go ahead and put on the secondary. Alright, spoilers, we have a few different spoiler options. Preferably, in my opinion, I like the smaller spoilers like this one here, the carbon, or just the stock spoiler. I don't think this car looks good with big spoilers, but for your build, feel free to put whatever you want on. These are the spoiler options. They just keep getting bigger and bigger. Like I was saying, personally, I do not like big spoilers, but this one here does look pretty cool if this was an actual race car. If having these big wings on it like this, just I think makes it stand out a little too much and just kind of kills the whole vibe of the build. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a carbon wing. Moving over to sun strips, we have the primary sun strips, secondary, and carbon. In case you haven't seen a pattern, pretty much everything is you have your primary option, your secondary, and carbon fiber. So we're just going to go ahead and put on primary. Moving over to suspension, you go ahead and lower this thing all the way down. Looks like it's almost stanced in a way. I feel like there's something wrong with this car. I haven't entirely ran tests on it yet, but I feel if you have the suspension all the way down while you're racing, it almost like glitches out and lowers the car even more and gives you a speed boost. When we were racing these cars around in free mode, I would notice my car just randomly pick up speed, and I'd hit my, speeds all the way up to 160 miles an hour in free mode, not even slipstreaming or having catch-up on. Now for the wheels, in case you guys did not know, we have a brand new wheel type, the street category, that has some of the freshest and cleanest rims I've ever seen in GTA Online. They took basically stock wheels from other cars and put them on here, so it really looks cool because you can make some pretty cool customizations with these new wheels, like these ones here. I'm gonna go ahead and put on these Hyper 5 wheels right here. And then for when you put on these street wheels, under tire design you have a new option to put bigger and different colored text on your wheels, so it's not the same just slapping the Atomic logo on there. You can actually get like green, yellow, red, and white logos on there, but for this I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Fukuru white. Alrighty, and we are done. Let's go ahead and take a look at the build in the sun. It's looking fresh, it's looking clean, and we'll go ahead and test this thing out in a speed battle down the highway. This thing is one of the fastest cars in the new update, and in GTA Online in general. I was honestly surprised on how fast they made this car. In the past, brand new cars that have been based off of new IRL cars have not been that pretty when it comes to performance, but this, I definitely have to give it a very high rating in terms of speed. So let's go ahead and hit it on down the highway. Alrighty, pulling into the tunnel, we're going to go ahead and slow down and do a complete launch from 0 to top speed and see what kind of speeds we can hit. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty, hit 100 miles an hour pretty quick. $120 is the usual cruising speed for supercars in this game. Sometimes they'll go above that, sometimes they stay lower. About to hit 130. Oh god, I just ate shit. Well, that kind of just killed the run, but as you guys saw, this is a very fast car. It is fun to cruise around with, it handles really well, and it overall looks very good. See, as I was mentioning earlier with the car looking like it's glitching into the ground, do you guys see right here, as I'm driving at this camera angle, that it looks like the parts of the car are like in the ground, really? Like, it's going much faster than it would normally be going. Like, right now, I'm hitting 140 right now. But you can see that it looks like the wheels are glitched into the ground. I did not stance this at all. Like, this has bulletproof tires on it. Alrighty guys, this is the end of the video. I went ahead and pulled it right back into my garage. As you see back there, that is my C8 based off of Cletus McFarlane's C8. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to slap a like on it. Also, let me know your thoughts and feelings about the new C8 Corvette in Grand Theft Auto Online in the comments section down below. And if you aren't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are on the grind back to this channel. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. My name is Zephyr, and I'll see you guys in the next one.